Good morning, guys. I've got heavenly lights above me. All right. So I want to talk to you guys about a couple things. I want to explain a few things to you guys. It's essentially the pros and cons of MLM. And I want to tell you why even people that don't know what MLM is, why they hate on it. All right? I'm going to explain a few things to you. All right? Now, we all know that 99% of individuals in MLM are entrepreneurs. All right? They are, it's not my camera, it's just heavenly lights. All right? 99% of individuals in MLM are entrepreneurs, right? They are entrepreneurs. And fucking crybaby bastards. There you go. All right. So 99% of people in MLM are entrepreneurs, right? So their whole core objective is that they are businessmen and they want to become successful and become their own business leaders and multimillionaires. But here's where the problem occurs, and that's great. All right, that is fantastic. But it's a bit of a contradiction to what they want to do. You see, an entrepreneur is an individual who builds his own life through success, through financial freedom, through, creation and invention. Someone that dictates their own purpose, dictates their existence. All right. But when you go ahead and you become a part of an MLM, what really happens? All right, let's just break it down. Let's break it down completely and look at what happens. What happens is you start to recruit. You get paid to recruit people. All right. So whatever product you're really selling, you no longer focus on. All right. Let's say the MLM is selling telephone service, or it's selling direct energy, or for argument's sake, for my industry, it's selling Forex products. All right. Well, what happens is the integrity of those products falls apart. And the reason the integrity falls apart is because the individuals who are joining the MLMs really don't care about the product itself. All they care about is the recruitment fee, getting X amount of dollars per everyone you bring in. Now, initially, when you're signing people up, you're bragging about your product because that's your selling point. Your selling point is that product. But then what happens when you get them in? All right? When you get them in, and that person has paid you $200, $300, $400, $500 to come in, then what happens when they ask you for help? Well, go talk to your upline. That's the answer. Ask your upline. Ask your upline. You no longer even provide. They're not even getting the support they were promised initially, all right? Not only that, the product itself is no longer even looked at. Now, what happens to those recruiters, though, those entrepreneurs with a billionaire mindset? Do you realize that your state of being now is worse than a 9-to-5 job? Now you're working 9 to 9 every single day to put money in the pocket of the owner of that company. So you are not an entrepreneur. You're an employee. And that's the harsh reality of it. You're not an entrepreneur at all. You're actually an employee that's underpaid and overworked. If you really stop and think about it, you are overworked and underpaid. You are working far more hours because what happens at 3 o'clock in the morning when someone's interested, you sell them. At 5 o'clock, you sell them. At 8 a.m., you sell them. At 12 a.m., you sell them. At 9 p.m., you sell them. At 10 p.m., you sell them. You're just selling all day. And you're getting a slap in the face commission. All right? So you've gone and taken yourself from a 9-to-5 mindset to a 9-to-9 employee mindset. And you have just purchased yourself a job. Not only have you purchased yourself a job, But you're putting money in the pockets of one person. Now, that doesn't mean there isn't guys in MLM out there making millions of dollars. Yes, there is. But out of every 100,000 people in MLM, 2 or 3 of them are making money. And those are the guys that have some kind of partnership, affiliation, they're original founders, they're the CEOs, they're the owners. Yes, they're obviously making money because there's 1,000 people like yourself working for free. Think about the logic. You're paying to get a job. All right? You are actually paying to get a job. Think about the logic in that. All right? So you're paying 500, 400, 300, whatever, to buy yourself an occupation that is more work and less pay than a regular 9 to 5. All right? Now, what are the pros of being an MLM? You develop excellent marketing techniques. They are phenomenal salesmen. I will take my hats off to them. Excellent marketers, excellent salesmen. They're great at hyping up a crowd. Some of the best speakers I have ever met are a part of MLM. But that is where it stops. All right. In fact, if I wanted to hire a marketer, the first place I would go is a guy that's big in MLM, because those guys know how to market like there's no tomorrow. But when it comes to the integrity of the product they're selling, they don't even care about the product they're selling. All right. What I like to tell people is focus on education. So, for example, I own Mentor Tips, right? I own Mentor Tips. There's a couple of companies that are in my industry, in the Forex industry, and they're doing MLM. Other than ruining the industry because they're bringing all the riffraff off the street into a financial sector, these guys, they go after the urban crowd, right? All these guys off the street that used to be street thugs are now financial analysts, gurus in the financial industry. They don't know what they're selling, but they're selling something that's related to the financial industry and throwing seminars. Not only that's ruining it, but at the same time, they're really not teaching anything. All the leaders of those companies have left. Half of them are in it with us, So, and even if the products were good, all right, even if the products were great, maybe the products are fantastic. The problem is the leaders don't care about the products. They're not helping anybody with the products. They just want this. They just want to say, you bring this person and you bring this person, your downline gets fixed, your matrix gets fixed. Well, I made $1,200 up every matrix that's full. Right? And CJ Carter says, MLM isn't a scam or scheme, it's the reps. You could be right. You could very well be right. You could very, very well be right. And that's what I'm trying to say. It takes away the integrity of business because of the people that come into it. All right? The concept of MLM works. The logic of network marketing is, as a businessman, I would be a moron to say the logic of network marketing doesn't work. The logic works brilliantly. Brilliantly. It's the reps that get involved in the industry that really don't care about the products. That's why the business integrity is broken from within. From inside the infrastructure, the integrity of the business is spoiled. Because although someone will come and say, well, my product is shoes. Join, Shoe Tips, and we have the best shoes in the world. They no longer, after they get you in, they no longer care to talk about shoes. They're just going to keep pushing you to go out there and bring more people in. So if you really signed up to learn about shoes, you're never going to learn about shoes. Ever. All you're going to learn about is how to go out there and get more people. Essentially, all right? Essentially turning you into an employee. All right? So, perhaps IML or wealth generators have great products. Perhaps they do, perhaps they don't. I don't know. But the point is, they don't promote their products. It's more of, we've got this awesome product, so let's everyone sign up. But then when they sign up, It's, hey, how many people can you bring in tomorrow? Can you get 3 of your friends to get 3 of their friends, to get 4 of their friends, to get 8 of their friends, to get 18 of their friends, to get 45 of their friends, to get 60 of their friends, to just get 2 of their friends, to get 50 of their friends. And I'll get on a phone call with you. And I'll tell you why I'm going to change your life. Well, the poor guy just signed up because he wanted to learn Forex and get a couple signals. Because he had dreams of one day buying himself a Dodge Durango or something. Now that guy has become an employee. He's chasing and calling everyone in his phone book, on his damn Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, just to say, yo, I got a perfect opportunity. I'm probably being told off by half his friends because they're laughing at him. All right? All the guy wanted was a Dodge Durango. Let the man have his Dodge Durango. Why you gotta take away his Dodge Durango? That's all he wanted. A Dodge Durango. Y'all responsible for breaking that man's dreams, alright? Let the man have his Dodge Durango. That's all he wanted. He didn't want to recruit nobody. He didn't want to put on seminars. He didn't want to go through his phone list. He didn't want to go through his Twitter list. He just annoyed all of his friends. He's working 9 to 9 now trying to recruit. And he still doesn't have his Dodge Durango. Let the man have his Dodge Durango. Stop recruiting. Peace.